Hi guys, this is once again Jacob John and today with me is
Nasreen Salam.
Nazreen and me. We both are going to clear once again your IELTS speaking doubts. In one way or the other, I guess we can say that we are back with your IELTS clearance. Not only in listening, reading, writing. We didn't say about listening, reading, writing. We should actually make a video regarding listening, reading and writing. You know, the common doubts for the students are having. Anyhow, this episode is going to be totally off the speaking ones. We got a lot of comments and after that we had to delete those comments. But don't worry, we made a note of it. And now we are going to say it one by one. She's all prepped up and she's going to shoot the question towards me. And after that, I'm just going to speak and clear all your doubts. So please don't be waiting. Keep watching.
So we are back to clear your doubts from the comments and coming to the first question, it's about the cue card. So during the cue card, they gave you a piece of paper where you can write notes. So most of the time, the students do ask, is it compulsory to make notes?
Well, in my personal opinion, I would like to say that it'll be really good if you, write notes. Because ESOL examination obviously says that you'll be getting 1 minute of preparation time and after that you have to start speaking for 2 minutes. So they want you to make use of that particular 1 minute and prepare in writing, and after that you'll be getting an ample of time to make yourself understand that this is something that you want to speak for the next 2 minutes, right? So when you go like that, the student will be having a little bit of a confidence. Yes, I wrote something, I had a look at the cue card, I read the topic, what the cue card is all about, and I looked at the sub questions and then I prepared my own writing. And now I'm gonna speak. But on the other hand, ESOL examination also says that, even though you have to prepare in writing, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to do that. Why? Because all students are not same, If you just look at different types of students and all, some are more confident when they just have a look at the cue card for 1 minute and after that they just go on, start speaking. Whereas on the other hand, you can see in some students, they want to write, they want to jot down some points with the paper that they have been provided with the pencil or the pen or a notepad, whatever you're going to get from the examiner. They'll be having a little bit of an urge in themselves, like I feel totally not at all confident. I feel as if I have to write down something and after that only I'll be able to speak for the next 2 minutes. So if you do it, it's better. And if you're not able to write and prepare, if you just want to read the cue card and just want to take the 1 minute time and then prepare yourself mentally and then shoot right ahead when the examiner says that's the end of your preparation time, please start speaking. I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes and this is where you have to start speaking. If you're going to do that, it'll be totally well. But on the other hand, let me just bring to your notice, Nazreen, I want to say something else. You have to prepare. Prepare in the sense like your mind should be prepped up in such a way that I have to make use of the 60 seconds or the 1 minute that I'm having. It's not like for the first 30 seconds, okay, I'll be like, okay, I'm looking at my watch and it's like going to be 30 seconds. 30 seconds, I'll be having, a look at the cue card, and the next 30 seconds, I'm going to jot down something, I'm going to write down something, and for the next 2 minutes, I'm going to speak. That is not at all a proper use of the time that is given to you for preparation in IELTS speaking, obviously. Either you take it down in writing, okay, or you just simply read the cue card, the task card that is provided to you, but do not juggle up. Do not get juggled up. Do not mix it up. Don't just simply juggle with time. Appropriate usage of time. And on the other hand, appropriate usage of the 1 minute time, material, resource, whatever you're getting. Your mind should be crystal clear, it should be focused, it should be to the point, rather than simply fretting over there, fidgeting and saying that I'm not able to do this, I don't know what to do, 20 seconds I'll read, and the next 80 seconds I'm going to write down. That's not the proper way.
Okay, so I think it's better, it's better to not get too much overconfident and decide not to really write anything.
Exactly. Overconfidence is the key. That is like, in certain situations or in certain contexts, I would like to say that you have to be not only confident, you have to be overconfident that you can do it. But it shouldn't come out, like, oh yes, I'm totally overconfident. What are you going to do to me? You're not going to do anything. So that is not portraying a correct way of a candidate who's approaching for a formal examination. Sometimes it just shows as if like you don't have a proper way of approaching a formal examination. And of course, IELTS is one of the formal examinations that you have to prove your language proficiency when you're trying to work or study or to immigrate abroad, particularly in English-speaking countries. So that is something that you have to keep in mind. You have to be confident, but not overconfident. By the way, let me just ask you, why did you just told me about like the overconfidence thing? How did it came into the speaking? Could you please just tell me?
Because
you have faced. You face certain candidates doing that to you, right?
Yes, there are
Oh, right.
students who feel it's okay because initially they feel like they can do this.
Exactly.
They can talk for 2 minutes. They feel that they have all sorted on their head. But then once you start in you get into the middle of the cue card, they just go blank. So I think that it's better to always be safe and make a note or something.
Exactly. That'll be, it is some sort of a trick up your sleeves. It should be
Yeah.
over there, but you should prepare well. It's not like when you're enrolled yourself in some centers, you're going over there, you're for 2 months, you might be enrolled yourself in some Ielts institute, whatever it might be. I'm not specifically speaking about B-GHUD Academy. Give me any of the institutions, wherever those who all are listening from different institutions. I'll just tell you, it's not just because of like you are there, I've enrolled over there. I'll be just doing like this. When the examination comes, I'll be over there. I'll be just writing it down. I'll be just taking it in my hand and read for 1 minute. Then I'll start speaking for the next 2 minutes. I don't think so. That'll work.
Yeah.
When you are enrolling yourself as a student in an academy or an institution, practice the same way how you are going to attend your examination, or practice the same way how you're going to face your examination. That is quite going to be really beneficial for you. So I guess this question is answered, and let me just check with Nazreen if there's anything else that she has to throw upon me. Do you have anything else?
Yes, I do. Another
Really? Yeah, tell me, go on.
Yeah.
No issues.
So another question that most students want to ask is topic related general statement introduction at the beginning of the cue card, is it compulsory?
Okay, all right, fine. Regarding general statement, what exactly is a general statement? I every time tell my students that whenever you get a cue card, the first thing that you have to do is you have to just find the keywords, the main topics, and the key sentences, or the keywords, what exactly can help you to formulate a general statement. Okay, every time I say that, but let me just tell you one thing. ESOL examination again says that there is no hard and fast rule that you have to start you speaking with a general statement. But when you're sitting in front of a trained examiner, let me underline that once again. Let me just tell you, they are trained examiners and they know very well what they're doing. They're really good at what they're doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. So when you're sitting in front of a trained examiner, who is of course your speaking examiner, if you present or start you speaking, that's the end of your preparation time, please start speaking. But at the time for 2 minutes is what you usually hear them say, whether it be online or offline, like a face-to-face examination. It is good. It is 100%, a better way. It's like an approachable way that you
nice
start. Exactly. It's a wonderful start. Thank you so much for the short word. It's a nice start. What I'm going to say is if you do that, the examiner is going to have that particular positive vibe. The examiner is going to have that particular attribute saying that, well, this candidate is qualified. This candidate is able to take the speaking in this direction, He's able to give a wonderful preview, So I'll be having an opinion about that particular candidate in my mind, that if this is the way he is starting, just before entering the task card, he's just getting me some sort of a general statement and he's like making me into that particular speaking, then I'll be keen. I'll be just sitting over there and listening to his speaking, and I would love till he concludes this speaking. And all of a sudden, I'll be having in my mind that yes, this candidate is capable of getting a 7 band or above, and that should be your aim: getting a 7 band or above out of 9 band in your IELTS speaking. Not only speaking, but also listening, reading, writing.
Yeah, thank you for that.
All right, no issues.
Okay, and this is a very common question among the students, and I cannot stress this enough. It is about idioms.
Idioms, all right. Yes, I've also heard that.
Idioms are nothing new for IELTS students, especially when it comes to speaking. So I see a lot of students struggling to just force idioms into their speaking session.
They're just striving that,
Yes.
They're just having that particular feeling in their mind that I'm just, should I say an idiom? Should I say some sort of, simile, some short statements? I'm totally confused. I don't know. And moreover, many of the students, not only your students, my students at times, they ask me, could you please just tell me, is idioms necessary? Are idioms necessary? Is it important for me to say some idiom, or when I'm speaking, or a short statement would do? Or sometimes students, they come and just tell me that, what if I don't say an idiom? Or what if I don't say a simile? What if I don't say a short statement? What if I don't say a synonym or an antonym? Well, synonym, of course, is important. What about antonyms? Let me just tell you one thing. Why don't we leave this particular answer for the next video. That'll be really helpful, right? So
Yes.
that they will be sitting in anticipation, what will the next video be? So guys, what I want to tell you right now is whether idioms are important in your IELTS speaking, whether synonyms are important and to what extent are they important, what type of antonyms you can use or what type of short statements or similes you can use to enhance your speaking so that the examiner gets a good imprint or a view about you, and without any doubt or with no doubt at all, they can just write down an 8 band or sometimes 9 upon 9 band in your IELTS speaking.
Yes,
With
so-
this particular, what do you say? Yes, with this particular note.
Stay tuned.
Exactly.
For more.
Yes.
We'll be back. So this is Jacob sir and Nasreen from B-GHUD Academy.